Okay, I've just made my thumbnail photo for this video, and with that in mind, I think it's time to get a move on. Seeing it's a video about going for a walk, why not just walk whilst I'm making the video? The reason why I wanted to do this is because I thought I'd be somewhere else today. Turns out I'm not. Very basically, I thought I'd be going to this place that I may or may not be moving to with family, to go check it out and see what it's like. But that hasn't happened. So here I am in the same area as usual. So because I purposely, in preparation for this place that I thought I was going to go to, I didn't book a gym session of any kind today. I don't mind that, and change it up and make it less intense. Get my steps in and work on my cardiovascular health. I don't have my watch, so my sister gave me a Fitbit for whatever reason, and with that I'd be able to calculate how many steps I was doing. I think from this point what I could do is I could in fact, because that one's not working at the moment because I've misplaced the charger for it, I could in fact get my own one of them and buy a new one. I was thinking first thing that came to mind was the Apple Watch, probably from what branding is done, probably from all the branding I've seen and what branding has done to my mind. I'm saying that in reference to a YouTube video that I watched one time. I first thought of the Apple Watch when thinking of this, but just any Fitbit that works, really. That's it. But speaking of the gym, I do have something else to say that I didn't mention in the first video that I made today, that was about the fact that my financial situation is soon going to change. And that is the fact that I think I might, in fact, unfortunately have to stop going to the gym for a short while, because the universal credit claim, this benefit, is gonna come in. It would come in after the membership would have expired. So that means that I might have to wait for a week or so before I'd be able to get that membership again. However, that I'm going to use that as the amount of space I might need to reconsider if I want to keep on going to the gym, or put even more money into making myself more money by setting aside more money to go to this gym, which I might eventually be able to work at by getting the membership there. So I'll see how that goes. But if I by May don't have work, then I'd still be regularly getting in the universal credit each month, even though it's smaller than peanuts. I can't survive on that. I would not be able to survive on my own on that, but it's a start at this. Because it's so small, I'd be able to create a sustainable start with improve my finances from there. But before this point, when I was just living off student loan debt, the way how I got to this point with making the claim, when I felt comfortable doing so, was just thoughts. I had to think and think. Well, I didn't have to, but I did think and think and think and think and think. And with that, plus actions in mind of tracking my balance every now and then, even though it wouldn't be on a regular basis, and even though I'd want to create a budget and did multiple times, I don't have an income to support it. I have much bigger fish to fry, and I haven't stuck to it for that reason. I haven't stuck to a budget of any sort because I've decided not to. Because I have to get an income somehow, some way, and with that, then I'd be able to add on to that with a budget. Yeah, I've got bigger problems basically. Yeah. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, I don't mind that. I'll be able to think twice about if I really want that CrossFit gym membership. I do, and I want to go there to be able to maintain my physical and mental health and to have more experience as what it'd be like being under a coach's training, as I said in the first video I made today. But I might, when the money comes in, decide that I'd actually want to aggressively save to make myself an income first before going back, which might in fact be a more sensible idea, because I then know that I'd be able to sustain that membership with the part-time work that I'd have there. So with that in mind, I might actually change my decision. I might just stop going until I've got it sorted out. It being an income, until I've got at least part-time work, I might actually stop going to this gym that I'm currently going to. Not because I don't want to go there or because I dislike the community spirit there. It's not that whatsoever, but it's just that I purposely wouldn't be going to this gym for longer than well after the claim would have come through, because I don't have an income to sustain that membership. And although I would be able to sustain it with the universal credit money, I've contradicted myself here. The reason why I said what I said earlier is because I don't think that universal credit money would be enough to sustain myself, to sustain that membership and sustain other things that I've got going on and that I want to have. For example, maintaining my car, it'd just be unnecessarily difficult with that chump change to not only have the membership but to get the tools that I need for my car, like a sat nav, like the jump leads, like other things that I want to get and that I'm interested in getting. For example, like a black box. I wasn't going to reveal that, but I mean, who doesn't have a black box? The reason why I'd be getting it is so that if I do drive recklessly, if I do drive more recklessly than usual, I'd have to literally pay the consequences for that, which would mean I would be more inclined to stay safe, to drive more safely, at least fuel wise, by not accelerating a bit and then slowing down sharply because of that acceleration, but instead just going slowly, smoothly. Yeah, that's why I'd do that. I'd have to be careful with how much I reveal, because there is such a thing as too much sharing, and if I'm not careful, I might not know where that limit is, or that I'd feel comfortable with anyway. But who doesn't have a black box? Well, it's not like it's a private thing. Yeah, but anyway, that's what's going on. I feel happy with the decision that I've made at this point with how I'm going to go about having the membership. If I have to automatically renew it, I'm just going to speak to one of them and say, I don't have the money to be able to pay for it. I don't. And that is going to mean that I have to fetch up the money somehow with the universal credit. But I wouldn't be able to do that immediately, and all I could do really is just say, I hope they understand. I could ask my parents for money to pay for the membership again, like I did the first time round, but I'm not going to. My dad, in fact, asked me if he wanted if he wanted, wait, my dad asked me if he could give me £40 because I told him I didn't have any money. Then he was chatting some bullshit about, as a man, you need to have money. I don't want to be anything like him, honestly, so I'm just not going to listen. It doesn't matter about manhood and about gender. I as a human being, as an adult human being that's looking for self-sufficiency, I need to be able to be financially capable of fending for my own. That doesn't have a gender toward it. And it could be borderline misogynistic, that comment, but hey, those would be his views if they are. Although he might not have thought of it like that. So is that to say that women aren't supposed to be having money? That is more that as a man you're meant to have an income? And I just think it's bollocks. But yeah, this is where I'm at the moment. I feel happy with my decision, and if I'm going to change it, I will. And I might make an update. I probably would. I've been making updates on this channel, so it'd probably just be automatic. But I'll see. I might do, I might not. But honestly, I probably would. As to whether I'm making this final decision to hold it off until I hold off getting this CrossFit gym membership again, until I, at bare minimum, have the part-time job, which would mean I'd comfortably be able to sustain it, or pay for it again through the universal credit money. But in fact, you know what? No. Now that I think about it, if I don't pay for this membership, I can go and buy myself what they've got over there. I can get myself gym rings with that money. And a lot of pairs, only £20. And this CrossFit gym membership is 4 times that. It's this time around, seeing as I got the introduction class with four coaching lessons, it was 100. But past this point, because I've done that one time membership deal, it would just be 80. And with that, I'd have more than enough money set aside to get myself some gymnastics rings and maintain my physical health in the same way that I would in this gym. And I'd be able to make the workouts that they'd have with the knowledge that I've got from the workouts I've done anyway. So it makes more sense for me to get that membership when I do have an income. Plus, not only would I be able to get gymnastics rings, but I'd be able to get a pull-up bar, which I would not be able to do on the premise that I want to keep the membership, eat healthily, and get jump leads for the car. So I think I'll sacrifice it. Although I want to be there, I like the equipment, I like the classes, and I like the community spirit. I'm willing to sacrifice it for a short while, because with that extra money that I'd have set aside from not paying for the membership, I'd be able to get gymnastics rings, I'd be able to get a pull-up bar, and then within that £80 as well, I'd be able to get plenty of classes to make sure that I like what I'm signing up for when I'd be going to the job to get myself an income, which I'd be able to sustain that other gym membership with. I like the sound of that, so I think that's what I think is. I'm going to set that in stone. That is the decision that I want to make. I don't want to go to that gym, not because I don't like the people there, not because I don't want to go to the classes there or go to the gym there as a whole, but instead because I'm not going to be able to make money from there until June, they said. I'm done. I'm not going to have 57. I'm not going to keep that 57p for another 3 months in my bank balance. I'm not doing it. So yeah, that's the decision that I've decided to make, and I feel very happy with it. I feel very comfortable with that decision. That's going to help me a lot more than having that gym membership, at least for now, because having that gym membership isn't. Oh yeah, need I mention I could get resistance bands with that money. The gym membership isn't going to allow me to bring the tools that they've got over there to where I live. So it's not. Although it certainly will be helpful, definitely, but it's not going to be as helpful as this option that I think that I want to pick. Yeah. So on that note, just we finito, and I'm going to carry on going for this walk and sitting down as and when I'd like. I'll probably sit down to make the last video that I want to make for today, but that would be about fear. So yeah, if you're interested in that, watch out for that. But for now, I'm gone. Cheers to moving forward in life. Peace. Which is what I'm achieving slowly but surely, going down this path. Yeah, cheers to achieving that, and cheers to achieving pristine health.